Hello friends, welcome to this new tutorial. Today I have here this LG V40 ThinQ, and the problem on it, as you see, the back glass is broken and the LCD as well. So the LCD screen is broken as well. Alright, so in this video I will show you how to replace the LCD screen. I already have a new LCD screen here. I got it from eBay. I think the price is like more than $100 at this time. Maybe later on the price will drop down. And as you see, I got the screen with the frame. I didn't get only the LCD by itself, because usually the LG screens, they have some problems on them. If you replace the screen without a frame, it may start like glitching or freezing or something like that. So it's better to get it with the frame. In case it doesn't work, at least you didn't glue it back and you can ship it back to the seller. Because they have too many problems on them, according to my experience, by the way. So we will need a new screen and we will need a new back glass. So I got this one. It looks like it's pulled from another device, so we will replace them on this phone today. To do that, we will need some tools. We will need a nice semi, a Phillips screwdriver, a cutter, a double sticky adhesive, a glove, a plastic like this, and a heat gun. I have this heat gun here. Alright, so let's put these tools aside and start. So the first thing we're gonna do, we will heat up the back. We put this glove. Alright, so now we're gonna heat up the back glass for a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes, and make sure don't heat up too much. It depends on how much heat is coming off your heat gun. Alright, so I think it's hot enough now. So what I'm gonna do, I will use this IC semi and I will go here between the glass and the frame. I will make just a small gap. So I'm not gonna pry up like this or wiggle or anything. I'm just gonna insert this thing here and slide gently, very gently, because you may break this glass. It's easy to break. Anyway, mine is already broken, so I don't have to worry about it. But for you, if you are opening the phone to do something else on it, to replace the glass, the battery or the screen, if your back frame is still good, you need to be very careful. So once you insert this here, you're just gonna use the plastic and you will insert it here. Oops, you're gonna insert it here, then you remove this one and you finish the work with the plastic. So always make sure you use the plastic and nothing else. Don't use the metal things, I mean the metallic tools. Then you're gonna slide this all the way around the edges like this. Make sure don't go deep inside, because you may have, no, I don't think that there is a cable here, but anyway, just make sure you slide this plastic only on the edges. Alright, so once you release all the edges, you can lift up this thing or this back. Yeah, when you open it like this, you can see where the back glass stacks. So you know what is holding it. The only thing you need to be aware of, because when you are sliding this plastic here, it may go underneath this wireless charging part. Then you can come here and you will cut the cable from here or from this side. Alright, so we remove this one. My glass here already comes with this part here, the fingerprint scanner. So I'm just gonna put this one aside. I don't need it, and I will use the one which has the part on it already. Alright, so now after I remove the back glass, I'm just gonna go ahead and I will remove the screws here. So we have many screws here: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 screw. I will remove them one by one. You can use the Phillips screwdriver, and I'll be back once I finish. Alright guys, so I remove all the screws. They are here. Don't worry if they got mixed, because they are the same size and the same length, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up. Alright, so after I remove the screws, what I'm gonna do now, I will remove these brackets. Make sure don't forget any screw here. And yeah, alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will go underneath this part here and I will lift it. So this is the first one. Then I will grab this one from here and remove it too. Alright, so we need to remove the SIM card from here too. Let me see, where is the SIM card? It should be somewhere here. It's right here. I didn't mention that we will need a pin to remove the SIM card, so we need a pin to remove it. Okay, this one doesn't fit. See if another one will be good. Alright, this may work. Alright, so this is the SIM card. Make sure don't lose the customer's SIM card, because sometimes I lose it here. Alright, so now after I remove the SIM card, I'm just gonna disconnect the battery. The battery has this cable here, disconnect it like this. Then we're gonna disconnect the LCD cable from here. Oh look, this phone got wet and it has the rust here. You see the green discoloration here. So this is because of the water damage. Alright, hopefully this not giving us. I see that the cable itself is good, but the components here in this part, they are not. I will clean them with the alcohol and the toothbrush, and hopefully this not causing a problem for our screen, you know. Alright, so let me get, I forgot to mention also that we will need tweezers, because these tweezers we're gonna need it to disconnect this kind of cables. Alright, so let's see what else. Okay, disconnecting the battery, this cable. Let's see if we can lift up the screen, the motherboard. No, so I'm gonna disconnect this cable here, and let's see if I can lift up the motherboard now. Make sure don't because this cable here is on the way, so make sure you bend it a little bit to the back to remove it from the motherboard sway. Alright, and now we have this motherboard connected to the cable, the charging port here. So I'm just gonna lift it up like this. Then I will disconnect this cable using my nail, and it got disconnected. Alright, let me see. Yeah, this phone have too much water damage on it. Hopefully you can see it clearly. Let me add some light here. As you see, there is signs of water here. Right here we have this part here, it has water, and also in this area, and this is not good. Alright, so let's go ahead and transfer the battery and the charging port. So for the charging port, we just need to pull it from here gently. And once you have it like this, we need to remove the headphone jack. It has one screw hole in it here, so we're gonna put this one here, then we will insert the screwdriver inside here and we will pry up like this, then we will remove the headphone jack. Okay, so let me see if I can pull this out from here. No, I need to use this tool to get underneath from here. Gently, make sure don't damage this part. Gently until you release it. Alright, it's released now. Then we will have, let me see the screen. Yeah, then we will have to transfer the vibrator. It's right here. I'm just using this IC semi and I'm going underneath. Then directly I will bring it here. I think I will need to put some adhesive in the bottom. Alright, so now we're gonna remove the earpiece from here. Gently. I make sure to not touch this cable here. So always find like gaps from where you can use these tools safely. So I'm just gonna go under it from here. All right. And also when you are removing this, make sure don't poke it here, because if you poke this, you're gonna damage the earpiece. So the earpiece is gonna go here. Then let me put a small piece of adhesive underneath the vibrator. Okay, this is the end. So we put this little piece here. I remove the plastic which is covering the adhesive. Then I will put this thing here. Alright, so now we will transfer the buttons on the side here. So to transfer the buttons, I think I will need to remove the battery first. So to remove the battery, we will need to use this IC semi and we will insert it here from this side and we will pry up gently. This battery will be damaged if we keep prying with this. We're just gonna make a small gap here so we can insert I just pay attention that the camera was not focusing on the work. I'm sorry if you don't see the previous part. It was just a mistake. Alright, so as what I did in the previous part, I just used this IC semi. I insert it here behind the battery and I lift it up very slightly just to make a small gap where I can insert this. So now what I'm gonna do, I will use the alcohol. I will insert this thing here, then I will use the alcohol. This alcohol is 99 degree and I will pour a little bit of alcohol here and I will slide this underneath until I release the battery. And make sure don't damage the battery, because these batteries are glued down perfectly, and if you try to just like pull them, you're gonna bend them, and if the battery is bent, it will be damaged. I'm using alcohol because the alcohol is deactivating the adhesive. All right, as you see the battery got some wrinkles on it, and don't worry, I can remove them quickly. Like, I'm just gonna use this pen and I will just smoothen these wrinkles like this. All right, so it's good now. So now what I'm gonna do, I will remove this plastic which is covering this place here. Then I will put the battery, but before you put the battery, make sure you transfer the buttons, because the battery may interrupt the buttons. So these buttons, I'll see how I can remove them. So we have this little piece here. I'm just removing it. Alright, so I have to release the buttons from here. I mean this flex cable. I'm going underneath the flex cable and removing it. So now I will just, alright, so it's removed, right? So before I put this one here, I will transfer the buttons. I have the volume up, volume down, and the power button. So let me see if I can. There is a plastic here behind the buttons. I'm just gonna try to do it carefully. This is the first time I'm doing this LG V40. I'm just trying to be very careful. I don't want to damage anything here. Let me see if I can push the buttons from here, from outside. No, they look like they are sticky there. So I'm just gonna remove this. Alright, so I remove this plastic. Now I will see if I can push these buttons in or out. Alright, so I can push them out. Alright, so this is the first button. I will directly transfer it here. And sometimes you may buy the screen with the buttons on it. I'm pushing this out. Then the other button. Then I'm gonna transfer this button here. I don't know what is the function of this button. Maybe this may be the power button, but not sure. I will remove first the cable. Always you need to be very careful with these cables, don't damage them. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will pray up, or I will lift up this part. Alright, so this, I suppose not to disconnect this cable from here because it comes with this piece. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will remove the adhesive here. Then I will transfer the button first. Okay, let's hold on this. The button is right here. It's the same thing, it has this plastic covering it. right, so now I'll put this back. Alright, so I make sure that this adhesive here sticks very well to block the button. Then I will put this button here. Alright, so this one is good. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the other one. I will remove this. Make sure this adhesive sticks very well here. Then we're gonna put this thing here. Let me remove the plastic which is covering this part. Alright, so now we're gonna remove this thing here. This screen doesn't come with this thing here. This, you see this copper thing here? This is the one which is cooling the phone if it's if it's overheating. So this is we need to transfer this one as well. Alright, so let's put this thing here. The screen is supposed to come with this, but since it doesn't, we will have to transfer it. Make sure it's straight. Alright, still popping up. I think I will need to put more adhesive in this part here. Alright, so I will put more adhesive. Alright, it sticks very well now. Alright, let me see if there is anything else that I need to transfer. Yes, I have this. This is the front facing camera. So I'm just gonna use these tweezers and I will lift it up. Alright, Alright, I have a plastic cover in here, so I need to remove this. Alright, so now I think I already transferred everything. Yeah, everything is transferred. So now I'm just gonna put the charging port. Charging port will go here. Then the headphone jack. Then the screw. Alright, so now I'm gonna transfer the battery. Alright, so this is the battery. So I'm just gonna place it here. And then the motherboard, but before I put the motherboard, because it has these signs of water damage, I'm just gonna use the alcohol 99 degree and the toothbrush, and I will scrub it like this to remove any like shorts or any rust on it. And this is the place which is close to the LCD, so this I need to clean it very well. Okay, I think everything should be fine now. Hopefully this screen works. Alright, so let's place the, I'm gonna just heat it up a little bit. Alright, so now we're gonna install this motherboard here. Make sure there are no cables underneath. And I think we will need to connect first the charging port cable here. Okay. Need to get this cable out, then this one from here. All right. So I will connect this cable, and I already connected this, then the screen cable, Alright, so let me make sure that there is nothing left here. Yes. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will connect the battery cable, then I will put these parts. Already. So now we'll put just some screws. This is one. It's gonna be here to hold this part. Then this one here, alright, so I put all the screws. So now I'm gonna insert the SIM card. Alright guys, so after we put all the screws back, now it's time to put the adhesive. So I have this double sticky adhesive. By the way, I'm not gonna test the phone because I have doubt that it will work, because as you see I showed that the phone have water damage on it. So we're just gonna put the adhesive, and if the phone works after that, it works. If not, I will reopen it and see what's the problem. Alright, so we're gonna put one strip of adhesive here on this corner from the top to the bottom, and I make sure that I cut the adhesive perfectly with the edges. Make sure that the adhesive is not overlapping the edge also. Alright, so this is the first side. Alright, so after I put the adhesive, I'm just gonna use this plastic spatula and I will pass it on top of the adhesive to make sure it sticks very well. Alright, so now it's time to remove the plastic which is covering the adhesive. Alright, so this is the back glass. By the way, this is the way how to replace the back glass. You just need to watch the first part of the video and the end of it. Now I'm just gonna make sure that this part here is aligned. I feel like there is something missing there. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's right here. I was putting it upside down. Alright, so you're gonna put it here. and release it like this. And that's it. So this repair is done. So now it's time to see the truth. Okay, let me plug it in charge first. Hopefully it turns on, because I have doubts that this phone will turn on. I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait like a couple minutes. Hopefully I can see something here. If I don't see anything, that means the charging port is not working, or maybe the motherboard is dead. Alright, so I don't see anything. So now what I'm gonna do, I will turn the phone on from here. I push the power button. I hold it for like a couple seconds, then I will wait. I may hear like a vibration or something that tells me that the phone is on. I still didn't hear anything, didn't feel anything. Also, I have, maybe if this charging port is not working, I'm just gonna, oh, I hear a sound. That means the phone is on, but it doesn't show anything. In case this is a wireless charger, I just create this by myself. So what I'm gonna do, I will put this one here. Okay, I hear the beep, but the phone is not working, unfortunately. So look, you hear that? So the phone is working. You hear the beep? Okay, so that means that the phone is still on, but because of the damage that the screen close to the place where I connect the screen, maybe there is like some shorts there. That's why the phone doesn't turn on. Alright, so anyway, I'm just gonna finish this video here, and I will take the phone apart one more time and see what I can do. If you find this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up. Leave your comments here down below, and if you have any questions also, you can leave them there. And alright guys, so I hope that you learned something from this video. If you do, please hit the thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and leave your comments down below. See you in the next video, and have a wonderful time. Peace.